A lot of fan anticipation for this one, and rightfully so. A really interesting matchup, and a lot of people focused on this kickboxer trying to make a real concerted run at UFC Gold.
Yeah, he's trying to make a run at a championship. We have seen him compete at the highest level in kickboxing and done very, very well. But how does he implement that fight style in the mixed martial arts? We're going to find out very soon if he can do everything he did there inside the UFC's octagon.
Certainly in our fighter meeting, he talked a lot about his wrestling and grappling improvements, but he knows what the fans want to see, and that is to see him striking against this opponent here tonight. All right, here's the Killer Gorilla, longtime middleweight contender. Jared Cannonier fought Israel Adesanya for the title back in the day. He was disappointed in his performance that night, but he's one of the hardest workers in the game, went back to the gym and has realized success since that fight, has strung together a couple of victories, and now finds himself back on the cusp of contention. Most of the guys in this top 5 have been challenges that Cannonier has been able to turn back. He still trains at the MMA lab there under John Crouch, and he believes tonight, despite his advanced age, could be the best performance of his career. Jared Cannonier is ready to engage yet again. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. All right, now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jack the Joker Hermansson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Jared the Killer Gorilla Cannonier.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready? Let's do it.
Well, no shortage of UFC history has been made inside these walls. Good to have you with us from Honda Center tonight here in Anaheim, California. So many big UFC live events in this family, DC.
It's a great arena. It's a beautiful arena, but one that I would gladly never step foot in the arena. I may be the only guy to lose 2 UFC championships in this pit of hell that is called the Honda Center. No, fantastic arena. Does not work.
Killer jab there from Jared Cannonier.
He's got to move. They're going to stop this fight if he doesn't move.
Fighters separate from the clinch. Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie.
I mean, these guys are letting it fly. What a pace that they're fighting at.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Huge block there. Just misses with the right. And both fighters exchange in the pocket.
In the half guard.
While the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Cannonier. Another ground and pound strike lands. Cannonier's in his guard. Let's see how he chooses to proceed.
Got Gotta be careful here.
Just over 3 minutes to go, round one.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep. Side control, he's pretty safe there.
Making all these shots count. All right, so perhaps he's gonna have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse. Beautiful transition. Oh, he's going triangle here.
Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon and it showed in that defense. That punch didn't get through. Great defensive skill.
Takedown defense holds up. Well timed with the short uppercut in the clinch by Cannonier.
He's got great kicks also. He needs to be throwing more kicks in this fight. He hasn't thrown many at all.
Oh, just misses with the kick. Oh, you land, I land is how we're doing here. Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking point.
I mean, they're stringing them together so effectively. Never throwing the same attack more than once. What a job to recognize all the openings in his opponent's defenses.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. We'll see if he has any response here. His opponent continues to land. A lot of swelling upstairs.
Well, you got to move your head. You've got to be preemptive. You cannot wait until your opponent starts to throw something in your direction. You've got to avoid right now if you want to avoid having this become an issue.
Under a minute to go in our opening round. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
Oh, a little single collar tie there. Useful strike there. The hook is clean. Always be closing. Busy in the clinch here. The punch is good. Just misses with the straight right.
Sets up that leg kick beautifully.
Oh, man, another nice leg kick is there. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. There's the single leg.
In a very close round, a takedown like that might be the difference.
All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, let's get to round two. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. So even though they're running their opponent, he's hurt.
Let's go, let's move, get out of there.
Beautiful shot lands to the leg there.
Outstanding knee there by Hermansson. That is how you scramble, folks. Oh, how about the slam there? That one cannot feel good. Well, that strike landed cleanly.
I want you to make that cut first now.
Nice leg kick.
Nice counter jab up top by Hermansson. Able to check that kick as well. Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though, with it. Takedown defense holds up. It's amazing. One calf kick can do so much damage. Starting to show some signs of bruising there.
It's already starting to limit him.
Now a kick to the body.
Beautiful timing on this leg. Nice takedown lands.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Nicely done.
In the half guard. Getting them out here. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position. Beautiful ground and pound. And now he's got his opponent cut.
We go 2 minutes down here in the second round. Hermansson's back in side control.
Big ground and pound. Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Another strike hits that eye area, and it is getting messier by the minute up there.
Well, he's getting targeted now. He's been hitting that spot so many times that his opponent sees the cut, and the cut is advancing.
Cannonier's got a nasty bruise starting to appear on that left side. We'll keep an eye on it. Could pay dividends later. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
Push up an elbow.
Hermansson's back in half guard, making all these shots count. It's good work from the top here by Hermansson. Oh, another strike lands from the top.
This is not as dangerous as it used to be in fighting. You know, before, guys would try to sit in that full guard. Right now, it's just more dangerous for you on top because guys have so many submissions that they can attempt from this position.
Push that knee and slide to side control.
All right, feet on the hips here. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. All right, setting up for a finish here. Oh, I don't know, that heel hook looks tight. Submission there, but he escaped. All right, good back and forth action, but they pause things here, DC. They're going to call in the ringside physician and take a look at what is a nasty cut.
Well, he's got to check on it because you don't know if the fighter's going to be able to continue. Fighters always want to fight, but it's up to the ringside physician to tell them if they're capable of it.
All right, looks as though the fight is going to continue. The referee checking on the athlete one more time.
A bit surprising. I didn't know if they would let this guy continue, but here we go.
All right, so some pretty significant
Oh, he's hurt, he's hurt. He's in a lot of trouble.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. 45 seconds remain in the round. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. 30 seconds to go in the round. Nice move into half guard. Shades of Daniel Cormier slicing through that guard.
Unbelievable. I love it. Like a knife through butter. What a great job passing.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Hermansson's back in side control here. All right, round three coming up next.
Oh, that was nice. That was perfect. Good round. He's rocked. He's still rocked, all right? He's ready to be finished in this next round, all right?
All right, let us now look back at some of the highlights from that round, and there just aren't that many guys on this roster that can keep up this offensive wrestling pace over 15 or 25 minutes.
But he's one of those guys. He is one of those guys that's able to continuously take you down even if you get up over and over. He has this ability to maintain that pace and pressure that he can wear his opponents down. That's why you see him get so many finishes as the fights progress.
Ready.
Third round underway. Well, in that previous round, didn't look like we would get to this next round, DC, but here we go.
He had him hurt very, very badly, but he could not find that last shot to shut the lights out, to close the door. He couldn't close the door, and that's a testament to his opponent being able to recover when he got hurt so bad. Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Try to establish that jab. Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition to the opponent. Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now, because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood going into the eye. Now it's time to start being on high alert.
Pretty strong jab there by Cannonier. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the others.
Yeah, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched.
Oh, he lands a massive kick here.
Oh, beautiful level change.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by the Alaskan Jared Cannonier. Oh, he's got it locked in tight now.
He's got it. He's got it.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Nice job by him to still be a threat off of his back.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up. There it is. Now he's running out.
Hermansson's in half guard. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up at the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter. He's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. All right, so he just decides to get up here and let the opponent up. Oh, huge right hand!
Now we're going.
Oh, looking to land the leg kick, but unable to find the target. You know, I gotta tell you, I'm not sure that his face could be much more swollen at this point in time. You gotta raise that guard.
You gotta get the high guard. I mean, at this point, John, you gotta forget everything else and get the guard up high, keep the elbows in tight, and try to make sure that nothing lands clean on your face. Because every time, you're gonna just get more and more swollen.
Under a minute to go.
Oh, right into mouth.
Back and forth we go. It takes two to tango, and man, have these two individuals tangoed tonight. I might run it back at some point, no matter how this one ends.
It's one of those fights where when you look at these two and the damage on their faces, the work that they have both put in, you realize and you appreciate what these fighters do inside the octagon. They're both hurt. They're both beat up. And both of these guys have shown a tremendous amount of resilience to put themselves in position to win this fight.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. 15 seconds. All All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC.
Oh, he's stepping over the head here.
Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up.
Get back out here and work on that cut. You slice the open good. There's a lot of blood. You can't go much longer with a cut like this. We need a finish and we need it fast.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Beautiful strike.
Oh, huge elbow. Back to his feet. Oh, back and forth we go. Blood is everywhere. I'm just not sure how much one man can take. Never mind both of these guys absorbing a ton of damage.
Yeah, John, they're spraying blood all over each other. They're beating each other up. They are in each other's face. They are really showing you what type of heart you need in order to be a fighter. What a performance by both. Very rarely do you gain in losing. Whoever loses this fight...
Going for a submission. Oh, looks like that submission's almost locked in.
Starting to get pretty deep here. Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly.
Pretty good work with the strike there from bottom position. Well, this is not football. Targeting is legal, and he is going at that cut, which is getting worse with every passing ground stroke. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Hermansson. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. All right, side control now. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Oh, looks like he's got that arm pinned in the triangle now.
He's got the choke in.
Working on Ezekiel choking, he somehow gets out.
He just had to stay patient. It's so unfamiliar. If you panic, you're going to get submitted. He didn't panic.
Well, it's a bloody Saturday, folks. He's really starting to leak out of that eye area, Danny.
Well, he's leaking, John. He's wide open. The eyes are beat up. The guy's taking a beating, and the blood has to be affecting his vision at this point.
Oh, setting up another submission now.
Got it very tight.
Oh, so how about that position over submission as he bails on the sub?
I think that's a great job. You got to make sure you don't end up in a worse position because you're trying to score a submission.
All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working. Oh, right to the mount. This is a terrible position. I can see the ringside physician starting to get up because that cut has gotten to a very bad place. A way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Well, he's got his back now. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Hermansson.
All right, this is not where you want to be. You don't want to be on your belly with your opponent on your back, flattening you out.
Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there.
Changing the position.
Hermansson's back to the side control now. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Oh, that guillotine choke is tight. Well, the crowd continues to react with every passing land, but if you're the referee or even the corner, somebody's got to get involved, I would think.
Somebody's got to do something. It's getting very uncomfortable to watch this. And as the crowd gets excited, there's also a little bit of that, I don't want to see any more going on in their reactions.
20 minutes down, 5 to go. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here. All right, DC, we got a few clips of the damage done in that round. Can see where things really started to escalate.
Yeah, really open up that cut, John. The blows are just devastating. He's got to get out of the way more. I mean, if this guy won't do it himself, somebody's got to help him.
Yeah.
Because you cannot keep taking these types of shots.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. Oh, beautiful hook there. Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there.
Great punch.
Vision is compromised, there's no doubt. Side kick is there.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Great ground and pound by this man.
Cannonier's cut has really opened up now, folks. I don't necessarily have to tell you that watching at home. Looks like you could stick a quarter in there, and I'm not sure how much longer this fight is going to continue. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here, and if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Hermansson. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Cannonier's cheek is just fauceting blood all over his face, all over the canvas. Like, where's the ringside physician? Maybe time to call on the doctor. I don't know. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Hermansson's able to transition back to side control now. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Oh, he's trying to pin that arm in the triangle now. Ooh, arm triangle's in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
Oh, that has got to be it. And there it is! Holy smokes! Takes the judges out of it, gets the finish.
Holy smokes!
Wow, an unbelievable result here tonight by way of submission, and he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
We now go to Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 22 seconds of round number 5. For the winner by submission, Jack the Joker Hermansson.
Well, what an incredible result here tonight as you see the winner there celebrating his victory by way of submission, and they put so much stock into finishing this fight. They felt like to really spin his career forward, they needed to not just win, but get the finish, and they certainly got it tonight.
They got the finish. He's such a terrific grappler. Every time he is on his back, he looks for submissions over and over again. Eventually, he found one tonight and got the desired result.